All right. Okay. We live. All right. I see we up and running real quick. And we're going to get it in, man, tonight on this Friday night. It's a lot going on, man. Cheers to the chat. You feel me? Cheers to the chat. There's a lot going on, man. We got Brick Baby then came out with his paperwork, you know what I'm saying? Uh we got this whole Pooh Shiesty situation going on, man. I had dropped a video on the whole Pooh Shiesty thing yesterday, man. I took it down, but it was Wack on DJ Academics, man. Academics, you know what? I was watching the DJ Academics live stream, man, yesterday, and Wack, he called Wack or whatever. It was like in the middle of the stream, all of a sudden he was like Wack wanted him to call him. But before that, though, I've heard several times academics say, like, Pooh Shiesty is one of the only people who ain't told. Like, and he kept saying it, right? And I got to thinking, like, after Wack called in to the DJ Academics podcast or whatever, the live stream, I got to thinking, like, man, I feel like that whole situation was set up, though. Because all of a sudden, like, when Wack was on there, he got to talking about Pooh Shiesty and YB and other people, like, and it was kind of like basically he was saying like they was the only two people that ain't told, or the only two people that kept it solid, man. But we gonna get into some of this other content, man. Let me see. Let me go to my display screen. Let's see. We're gonna go to Key Talk Media, man. So Wack 100 did a live stream earlier, man, and he was talking about Pooh Shiesty's lawyer. So I had to go find, like, well, let me see what the hell is going on. So apparently, Pooh Shiesty's lawyer had some things to say about Wack 100 and what Wack was saying on Academics live stream. Now, look, and I'm going to just put this out there, during the Academics live stream, the only thing that I really heard Wack say was that it was some paperwork that was out there that his, like, he called them as the exposers, his team. They went and got some paperwork, and they allegedly saying like Pooh Shiesty was supposed to have been telling, right? Okay, cool. And well, no, that ain't what he said. Pooh Shiesty's supposed to have been telling. This is back in the past. I'm going too fast. They ran a room on Clubhouse like around the time when Pooh Shiesty had first copped out. They said he proffered or whatever. So it was some discrepancy if he told, if he cooperated. His lawyer came on at that time. The guy who was saying he was his lawyer came on Clubhouse and basically was like, Pooh Shiesty or nobody on the case told, right? So fast forward to the conversation I was telling y'all about that Wack was having with academics. Allegedly, Pooh Shiesty and a few other people, it was looking like they might have told on a person that they actually went to rob. Now, keep in mind, Pooh Shiesty and them got in trouble for like trying to take some shoes and some za, I think, for somebody. They claimed that Pooh Shiesty left over like $40,000 at the scene of the crime, though. So they claiming that Pooh Shiesty and his co-defendants basically cooperated or told information on the alleged person that was a victim, the person who was supposed to have got robbed or whatever, right? But I don't know if I got time to go back and play the little bit of academics live stream that Wack was talking about this or not. Let me see. I ain't got too much to do. Let me see. YouTube. And if y'all in the chat talking, man, I ain't got the chat pulled up yet. But shout out to everybody in the chat, though. Let me see. I'm going to go to academics real quick. I think it was on like DJ Academics, King Academics page.
Getting high.
Not yet, Key Talk. Not yet, cuz. Not yet, cuz. Hey, what y'all think about my new camera, though? The new camera is crazy, right? Got to invest in yourself. I mean, I guess I ain't doing nothing else. I ain't getting no views. I might as well invest in this goddamn setup. Let me see. Where is it at? We ain't going to play the whole thing. I'm going to just play a little bit of it so that way y'all can get an understanding of how we got to the damn lawyer actually responding, Where is it at? It ain't that. That's OTF. Nah, academics gives Wack some rappers' names and asks if they told. Nah, okay, here we go.
In the PDF?
Oh, I'm over now. This is Jaden the bro.
Pooh Shiesty.
What? Bro, phone today, and the exposer's been working overtime, and they got all. That's minus 12, and then the 6 months to the halfway house. So he gonna probably roughly do like another year max. So he'd be home latest. His ass be home October.
Wow.
Late. He'd be home 2026 for sure.
So you think Diddy is gonna be out of jail by the end of next year?
That nigga gonna be home in October like a motherfucker. Watch.
Wow. Hey,
going to camp still, he be all right.
Hey, speaking of which, we got to get the official certification. I announced it on the gram. We have Pooh Shiesty, who's back home, and he's the only rapper of recent time who came home, never snitched. Is that true or not? The exposers, I heard they did a whole thing on it. We need to know what's the deal.
Well, here goes the thing. You know, I had his attorney 11 months ago on my channel.
Really?
Yeah, I sent you the link. You got the link. The disposal was, we had his attorney, but he made some points. We made some points, but the point that he had to clear up, he was supposed to send the paperwork, and he gave me his word he was going to send it, and he never sent it. Now, I will tell you this. I looked at my phone today, and the exposer's been working overtime, and they got all kind of new paperwork.
Wait, what?
And I ain't ready. But the way they talking crazy on this text blast, hold on, Ack, I'm going to send it to you so you see it. I ain't ready. They been working.
Wait.
You think I'm fucking around? Hold on, what? You think I'm fucking around? Bro, I haven't, listen. Bro, I'm finna show you.
What?
Bro, I haven't went over it, and I come tomorrow, they going to be on my line about it.
Yo, Wack.
Look, I'm finna show. See, look, Ack, you be thinking I be capping. I'm finna give it to you in real-time screenshots where you're gonna see they let me know, hey, we got a motherfucking problem. And they serious, and I'm gonna be, look at your text, Ack.
Wack.
Bro, I haven't even cracked it, but they talking crazy. So I gotta go in there tomorrow and see, look.
Yo, Wack. Yo, y'all got niggas circling shit on paper?
Bro, this is the real motherfucking operation, bro. Nigga, I got 51 spies. Then you got the exposers. We got paralegals. We got attorneys. We got motherfucking PI. We got all. Bro, you looking at, am I capping? Look, I haven't even had a chance to respond but once. You see they at me. Look, you reading it. They got the PDFs. I don't even want to open the PDFs.
Yo, Wack.
They done found everybody proffers.
Wack, please just delete this message thread, man.
Bro.
All right, so I just want to give a little recap. So basically, that was the gist of the conversation. Basically, Wack was tell academics he was going to run the content the next day. And apparently Pooh Shiesty's attorney got wind of whatever conversations Wack 100 been having about that. I just want to give y'all the, you know what I mean? A quick refresher course on how we got to where we at today. Now, with that being said, man, Pooh Shiesty's attorney then responded. And this is what I want to get to. I want to get to his response, and I want to get to Wack 100's response to the lawyer. So, Key Talk Media got it out.
Man. All right.
They all told.
He went over the same. Hold on. Instagram. This is crazy, right? I just keep thinking, like, at my age, really, I don't really care about, like, who telling, like, no more, man. Like, me and somebody, oh, she fine. Me and somebody was talking about this, man. And like we was just talking about how they keep having these same conversations about people telling. Man, where the hell is that? Where the hell is that post at? I just had it up like right before I went live, and I went straight to the to Key Talk Media because I thought he actually just played it on this damn video, but I don't feel like listening to what we just listened to again. So hold on, give me 1 second. Let me find it. Hold on. Matter of fact, I'll just pull it up on channel. Okay. Here we go. All right, here go the lawyer right here.
Wack 100. I can see where he gets his name because he is Wack. The allegation that Pooh gave up information in this case is so idiotic. Even when he's reading it, DJ Academics is saying what a moron he is. It is next level how stupid he is. Now, if we're saying he's just doing it.
Who is this lawyer, man? That's calling Wack. That's calling Wack out. Who is the attorney, cuz? Hold on. Let me start it over, man.
For cloud, if we're saying it, he's just doing it
damn, I can't even start it over.
for views, I would think, okay, that's an excuse. But it really isn't. I really do think he's very stupid. So, long story short is, Pooh Shiesty, Lontrell Williams gave up no one. Absolutely no one. We never cooperated with the government whatsoever. The paperwork that he's reading is that our defense was that we blamed the alleged victims, that the victims were trying to hold up and rob Pooh and his crew, and that's why the guns came out. The victims.
All right, so let me ask y'all this question, right? Say me and one of y'all in the chat, right? I seen a couple people in the chat. I'm about to get some shout outs, right? Shout out to B. Gaddafi, Miss Culver, and Unforgettable, you know what I mean? And Dope Action, Big Facts. So listen, imagine we out, right? We out, we doing our thing, and we hit a lick. We see a sucker, got some shoes, got some pounds of gas or whatever. And I say, you know what, man? We about to take this dummy up top. We about to go ahead and hit this lick. We rob him, right? We rob him for the weed or whatever. It go kind of bad, though, during the robbery. If our lawyer says, like, you know what we gonna do is, instead of us going in here and saying that y'all robbed somebody, we basically gonna go say, you know what? Y'all was the ones about to get robbed because you is a rapper. You do got some money, you know what I mean? Y'all got jewelry on y'all. Y'all in a foreign car or whatever. Y'all going to buy some weed. And it basically was a drug deal gone bad. Like the people y'all was meeting was going to stick y'all up for y'all's money instead of selling y'all the weed or the shoes or whatever what was going on. Like, so because I had my lawyer do that, does that make me a snitch? Does that mean that I gave up information on the victim and like now I should be labeled as somebody that snitched? Y'all, I want somebody to tell me if that's how that works. Because I really, you know what I mean? Like, sometimes I be kind of like trying to figure out the angle of a lawyer and what's considered a good defense. And then what's considered like, all right, at this point, you you're going through your lawyer, but you actually cooperating. Just let me know. Like, and then what happened to the book? Because Wack 100 got a whole book out. It's called the new 10 Commandments of the YNs or whatever. Pooh Shiesty would actually be considered a YN. How old is Pooh Shiesty? Let me see. Because, I mean, there was a lot of stuff in that YN stuff that under the alleged old street rules that a lot of the old niggas broke already. They was changed to the point where you could do certain stuff. So let me see. Pooh Shiesty, 25 years old. So he would technically be considered a YN. So as Wack 100... Because he said he wasn't, with the New Testament, he said with that New Testament, the new commandments for the YNs, if you a YN, you don't fall under the rules of the old niggas. So which one is it? But let's keep going though.
Said, I don't have a gun. I never owned a gun. And through our investigation and the evidence, we found not only did he own a gun, he had a firearm box in the trunk with ammunition in the trunk. Both of these alleged victims were total liars, totally full of shit. And that's why instead of getting 10 years, the judge gave him under 5 years for a shooting case. Not because of any kind of, he cooperated. He didn't cooperate with shit. What was cooperation was the amazing work of his lawyer, me.
I always like when the lawyers come out and defend, like, you know, some of the stuff and give us. I mean, I ain't saying that the lawyer is always right either. I ain't saying that lawyers don't, you know what I mean, lie for their defendants or whatever shit like that. But at the same time, I always like when the lawyer comes out and gives his perspective on what was going on and what was said in court too. You know what I mean? This lawyer going hard. This lawyer said Pooh Shiesty didn't give up shit. Okay? I wish I could find this original like video right here. I wish I knew his damn name.
Along with Sam Zegane, I don't want to forget Sam. See my clock in the back. You know what time it is. I don't want to forget my friend Sam because Sam assisted in the case, but absolutely not one single defendant in that case flipped on anybody because there was no one to flip on. They said Pooh was the shooter. They said one of the other guys was the shooter. None of them flipped on anybody. We all went ahead with it. We took the plea, which I wanted to go to trial. I thought it was a good trial as well, but we took the plea and the judge ended up giving us just under 5 years. And with good behavior and an RDAP program, he got out in about 3 and change. So Wack 100, just to recap, Wack 100 is a moron.
He didn't call Wack a moron. So, I mean, and then he did cite some of the programs that Pooh Shiesty got. I mean, listen, anytime somebody go to jail, right? Anytime somebody, especially the feds, anytime they go anywhere though, but with the feds though, it do be certain programs that people can get into. Dope Action Big Fat said, I can't be blamed for what the pigs found out if I ain't told they doing their job. If the lawyer wants to pull that move, I wouldn't stop it. B. Gaddafi says, no, this is to the question I asked earlier about was that telling what the lawyer saying that Pooh Shiesty did. He said, no, as long as you don't give a statement and sign a paper or get up on the stand. I mean, it is what it is, man. Like, I'm so glad I ain't in the streets. I'm so glad my kids ain't in the streets. Like, at the end of the day, these rules is dumb as hell. Like, I mean, telling is telling. I mean, it ain't no getting around that. But some of the shit is just like, come on, man. Like, okay, did the person, first and foremost, the motherfucker that they caught the case over at some point must have cooperated against Pooh Shiesty. You know what I mean? Like, hey, he robbed me. Him and his homeboy, they did this and that and that and this to me. Even though a lot of that shit was on camera, he had to have told the police something at the end of the day, man. It wasn't just like, you know, they just seen what was on the camera and they never got any cooperation from the person who, with the victim or whatever. So the victim then told him, all right, well, shit. The lawyer said, well, we're going to throw it back on the victim. I don't know if Wack is saying that he snitched or not because of that, because I haven't watched Wack's live stream yet. So I'm going to just reserve my comments for when we get to his live stream.
And what he is reading is as stupid as it sounds. That is all for now. All right, let's talk more.
So that's the lawyer. That's what he said. So from what I'm getting though, the lawyer ain't saying that Wack 100 was reading like some fake paperwork, but Wack is saying like, you know, I mean, but he is saying that the paperwork or what he's reading sounds stupid. That's kind of confusing to me because if that's what's in the paperwork, that's just what's in the paperwork. Damn. So since Wack posted that, this damn channel Black TV.
Following is a transcript of a wiretap pursuant to a federal Title III wiretap. Dell tells Stevens that your boy box went sour. CS2 Back wants Dell phone number.
Damn, not the CS2 Back shit.
Back needs to talk to Dell. It's important. Dell talks about box incident and Back wanting to talk to Dell. Mafia.
Y'all know what? I've never read the CS2 back stuff. I've never done content on it. I've never that's just something that I've never touched on. Do Sims be running it. I've been kind of tapped into some of his live streams because I think I was in there and I commented one day, and then he had started sending me links to his page when he be doing content or whatever. But that's something that this CS2 back thing is something that I've never really actually. I couldn't even tell y'all how it got to the CS2 back situation. But come on, let's keep going. Let's go to. I just want to go to Wack. Wack posted something on Instagram. Come on now, copyright. Let me see. The 100 show. All right, let's see. All right, so Wack posted this up, and he posted this picture. I guess this is Pooh Shiesty's attorney. Well, I don't guess we know that's his attorney. We just watched the shit, but it says, I think you bit off more than you can chew, but you're not immune from being violated. 2:45 p.m. We'll show you how you just exposed at Pooh Shiesty. Remember, you started this, not me. At academics, hashtag another one. I was really letting this go, but I see you want some attention. Okay, so I guess Wack 100 stating that he was going to let the Pooh Shiesty thing go. I remember he was going to let the Young Thug thing go too, but we see how that turned out. So anyway, let's get the Wack 100's page where Wack 100 responds to Pooh Shiesty's attorney.
For some reason, every time I try to take the high road, somebody come over here bother me.
Whatever, Wack.
Now, everybody know I have a group of
turn this up.
people, men and women, who are the exposers. Hey, listen, man. Sometimes I assign certain things to look into, and sometimes they take it upon themselves to look into things, right? 11 months ago, I got online with Pooh Shiesty's dad. And his dad put me with one of the attorneys. It was a black individual. And if you go on this channel 11 months ago, you'll see we did a 2-hour interview with this individual. And my mission was to clear Pooh Shiesty. I like Pooh Shiesty. I think Pooh Shiesty's cool. I've met him personally. I know his dad. I know people around him. But now, for some reason, I got this attorney, whoever this dude is. They say he's a pretty prominent attorney, but he ain't above getting violated and exposed. He calling me all out my name and all kind of crazy things. And the dude insinuated I was clout chasing. Now here you are, we got an attorney, Caucasian guy, and you on urban social media screaming Wack 100 name, talking about I'm clout chasing. See, attorneys, one thing about us, we understand is different jungles is different rules to the jungles. Ghost will be coming up here. Ghost is the exposer that has been leading.
Hold on. No Truth in Detail LLC. I like that. You know what I mean? I like that right there. You know, we damn near, we ain't back on Fid K, but we down show Smack K over here. But check this out though, man. You said, hold on, let me see. I want to read your thing. I think you said Wack 100 be bored. Definitely. Cause I don't know, I'll be trying to figure it out. Cause Wack ain't in the streets no more, so Wack couldn't care about who's snitching and who ain't. I really find it hard to believe that he really cares about who out here telling. I think Wack just be, like you said, he just be bored and doing what he do.
He's been leading the way on this Pooh Shiesty day, right? I believe.
Man, I just left a Mexican restaurant, man. I'm supposed to be on a diet. My ass over here full as hell.
Prince and Lavish, they've been doing some footwork, and they'll tell you, they know when I'm.
We big smack K over here. You hear me? We big smack K. He got fired today. Man, Smack get fired every week. If Smack ain't getting fired from back on Fig, he getting his colors took at the damn motorcycle clubhouse.
Kind of like shying away from some things, you know. And I ain't gonna lie, sometimes I selected politics. Wack 100 likes Pooh Shiesty.
B. Gaddafi said he needing content trying to make money. He ain't got nothing else going. He ain't got nothing going on. Hey man, I was watching the one dude. I know I keep stopping it, but hey man, we kicking it over here. I watch the one dude too that be doing videos on Wack. Like he do a video on Wack every single night. His name is like SBG TV or something like that. Some dude, man, he from like, I want to say, hold on, SBGB TV. He do a video on Wack every day, every night, 2 times, 3 times a day. Over on his channel, man. But he running a narrative that the diaper company wasn't real. Like that diaper shit ain't really a diaper company or some shit. He was saying, I don't know, man.
I think he's a cool dude. Pooh, whoever this attorney dude is, he is forcing me. I didn't see you defend me. He's forcing me to defend myself. Right? Okay, so I'm not the one that went digging.
Right,
I was the one that defended.
Hold on. We got some connectivity camera shit going on. Hold on, I got y'all. All right, y'all gotta bear with me. Damn. Y'all gotta bear with me. I just hooked my DSLR up to my for my webcam, man. So I'm just learning it. So it might cut off. If it cut off, just know I'm gonna stay with y'all. I'm gonna keep going.
If he can go see that on this channel 11 months ago, you will see his name and me combating Loose Cannon because Loose was going at the attorney because I was trying to clear up the allegations, right? So it all went away. Quite naturally, Pooh coming home. People was excited. People talking about music. People talking what they talking about. But I'm not going to front. The attorney that I had on, there was some discrepancies about something that we had asked. And he told me he would send me the documents to clear that up.
Okay, and listen, I do remember that live stream, but the attorney that I could remember whacking them talking to, it sounded like a black dude. It didn't sound like this white dude who we just played right there, you know what I mean, in that last little video. It didn't sound like the same dude. I'm thinking this is a totally different attorney. And really, for real, he ain't had no business on Clubhouse talking to them about that shit anyway. So maybe he got shut down when he tried to go back on, like, hey, I want to take this paperwork over there on Clubhouse with Wack 100 and them, and they probably told him to sit his ass down. Dude be thirsty. Oh, no truth in the detail. You said, yeah, he been preaching that diaper shit since COVID. I do remember them talk, because I used to be on Clubhouse real heavy. I used to be in some of Wack's rooms and stuff, man, before it got like how it is now, though. But, yeah, I used to be on Clubhouse a lot. I used to be in some of them other rooms, too, like Big Chuck from Death of a Clout Chaser. I used to be in his rooms, too. Clubhouse was cool back then during COVID. I don't know what's going on over there now. I don't really know nobody that go over there. Hell, I get all my Clubhouse content off of like these little channels that might post something that Wack and them say. Other than that, I ain't even got the app on my phone no more. But I do know like he was, real heavy on that diaper shit like for a long time. I don't know what's going on with it right now though. But dude said that diaper shit fake. Wack should have a law firm. The amount of lawyers he has on Clubhouse.
Y'all could go.
Hit the like button, y'all, man. We on here. We out here. We out here. We're going to try to run it up, man. Listen, because I need to do content. I need to do live streams. I need to be posting videos. I need to be doing shorts. I need to be posting in the post. I really need to really I've been on YouTube too long to not have been successful already on YouTube. And a lot of it is because of my consistency or lack of consistency. Posting one video a day, or you know what I mean? Like then going days without posting no videos and shit. I really need to get it in and use everything on this goddamn every tool on this platform.
For yourself, it's a 2-hour segment. And he never sent the documents to clear it up. Usually Wack would take that, double back, and attack that. I didn't. I let it go. Now, I don't know why this pretty prominent attorney, white dude, last time somebody did this was a Kardashian's attorney. And I made them eat those words. Look, man, all rules is all rules. The crazy part about this is that, oh my God, wait, is this the same attorney on that Melly fired?
Yeah, that's him. That's him. That's the same one.
This is Bradford Cohen that attacked me? This is crazy. Hold on, bro.
Imagine somebody attacking Wack.
All right. So I wake up and people telling me, Wack, did you hear what Pooh Shiesty, the attorney, said? Said, absolutely not. I go to it. I wasn't expecting to hear nothing crazy, but I guess the other night on Academics, he asked me about it. I said, well, the exposers have dug some things up. They've been sending me a bunch of things. I haven't opened them up. There are footnotes to what they're sending me. So I read the footnotes. I hadn't looked at the paperwork, right? Now, to those of you guys that are civilians, sit back, watch the show. To the people that are from the streets, again, I keep telling people, these street rules, they're irrational. Some of them don't make no sense, but this is what you signed up for. You want to be part of the streets, certain things they say you can't do. For instance, if I go somewhere and I get into it with somebody, or whatever it may be, and that person pulls a gun on me first, and I happen to was able to get to my gun and shoot him, and I get away, and I get caught. The street code says I can't tell the police or the DA, he pulled a gun on me first. I can't do that.
Man, listen. Bruh. Let me stop right there. I don't give a goddamn what nobody say. If a nigga pull a gun on me, right, and I get to my mean first, and I light cuz up, I probably ain't even gonna leave the scene. I'm gonna probably stay there and wait for them people to come. See, I live in a stand your ground state. I live in it depends. That depends on where you from. I don't know nothing about none of that they talking about. Right, since when? It's called self-defense. Thank you, B. Gaddafi. I ain't listening to none of that. Listen, hey kids, you know how they be like, kids, listen to, pay attention? Yeah, kids, pay attention. If somebody pull a strap on you and you pull yours out first and you smoke them, you got every right to tell them what happened because you about to get out of that case, buddy. I know you is where I'm from. Now, I don't know about California and all of that and whatever, but around these parts, I thought about doing that, though, like getting that book and then like doing a review on it, though. I like to get the PDF version. I should hit him up and see if he'll send. Wack. Hey, listen, Wack could probably send me the PDF version though. But anyway, Wack was supposed to send me. Hold on, Wack was supposed to send me some information. I forgot all about that. Wack. You know what? I mean, my shit is what it is though. I ain't got no smut, but Wack had said like he's like we was talking about something and it was about this case in Houston. I mean in Texas. He was like he was gonna send me. He asked me did I have a PO box, and then he said he asked me. Well, he said he could have his assistant or somebody email me. He asked me for an email address, and he was gonna send me the paperwork on his Texas case though. Yeah. Anyway though, but like I was saying though, in my state, if you shoot somebody and they pull it out on you first, you got every right to defend yourself and tell them people like, yeah, I killed him, but this is why. He pulled a strap out on me. That's not snitching like where I'm at. That's gonna get you back home.
These are rules of the streets. I didn't make this up. This was here before me. Again, I'm not saying.
Oh, you from the bus? You from Columbus? All right, yeah. I'm up here in Canton. Yeah, man. I'm not. The fuck? Why I look like telling it? Well, look. I might not tell the police. You know what? For real, on some real shit. I'm with this though. When the police arrive, I ain't saying nothing, right? I'll let whoever seen it tell their side of the story. I'm gonna get with my attorney, and then I'm gonna let my attorney do the talking for me though. I will say that. I'm gonna let the attorney, if the attorney wants to put together a self-defense case, that's fine. I'm gonna let the attorney put together a self-defense case. I got a young boy that I used to coach football. I ain't gonna go into too much detail about what was what, but he ended up getting into a situation. Somebody pulled on him. He pulled. Secondly, he did what he had to do. He got arrested. They charged him. With the homie. They took it to the grand jury. The grand jury found insufficient evidence to actually indict him. It is what it is. I'm glad he told the police the truth.
And it's the correct rule, but I'm saying it's the written rule of the streets. This is why y'all need to go cop the 13 Commandments of the YNs over there on Amazon. Just go in and put Wack 100 books. It's 71 pages. 13 Commandments gives how the YNs think.
Ah, damn, he lost his little connection.
Versus it gives how the YNs think their new law versus what the old law is. It gives you example story.
But if that's the case, if what Wack is saying is how his book is talking and how it gives examples of case law and all of that, would Pooh Shiesty, wouldn't a new YN law apply to Pooh Shiesty though? You feel what I'm saying? Like why is he being held or why is it being talked about as if he cooperated or like he's a snitch? That's what I'm just trying to find out. But he ain't said that yet though. I'm just waiting for it to come out.
And it gives you case study. The first one is you snitch on me, I can snitch on you. Hey, I'm from the Old Testament. The New Testament is the YN's frame of mind. Don't look at this as Wack.
Hey, y'all, and hit that like button, man. Let's get some more people up in here. Y'all know, like, listen, I'm struggling. My channel's struggling right now. When I say my channel's struggling, it's struggling real bad over here right now. So hit that like button, man. Let's get this channel back in the algorithm, man. If you ain't subscribed up, join the ruler game, man. Y'all already know what it is.
Rewriting the rules? No, I'm simply alerting those to what the new rules are when it comes to how these YNs is thinking. So you ain't sitting in the holding tank or in the courtroom saying what happened. What you mean what happened? I tried to warn y'all. Now, Bradford Cohen, I'm not going to call you out your name. You're an attorney. you're an educated man. You're a bright man, but I don't know. Maybe you are a little racist. Maybe this is why you chose to call this black man dummies and whatever you chose to call me and tell me I was clout chasing. Listen. I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt because Ghost is here, and Ghost is the one leading the charge on this.
Facts.
He's leading the charge on the whole Pooh Shiesty, what he found, what he came with.
Hey, y'all think Wack just kind of threw Ghost under the bus, like by saying Ghost the one who leading the charge on this?
The last couple days,
throw him under the bus a little
we
bit.
didn't have this. This is what we was asking the attorney to send us. That he said he was going to send us, and he never sent us. And now I see why he didn't send it. Again, I like Pooh Shiesty. I respect his father. I like the people around him and the people he's tied to. I respect Gucci. But Bradford Cohen, you know you didn't fucked up, don't you? Not only did you force me to defend myself and my name, but you yourself, you took away everything I was attempting to use it against my own team to try to sway them away from what they were saying. You did it yourself. How dumb. Pooh, listen, bro. I want you to pay attention.
I was at the gym. I always got a story. I was at the gym a couple of days ago, right? This is before he went on Academic's show. This is before Academic's fake asked him about it. I'm telling you, like, I'm gonna just leave it like I'm gonna just leave it there. Academics asked him about it, whatever. You know what I mean? But this is before Academics even asked him about it. I went over there. I watched it. I was watching the content, right? And I was listening to like a clubhouse room. This been some days ago. Wack 100 was asked by some of the people on his stage, like, "Hey, did you see Pooh Shiesty? He just came home." Wack 100 was like, "Nah, he been home. You know, y'all just finding out he home, but he been home. Like I don't know if he had been home a couple of days already or whatever it was." And they was talking about Pooh Shiesty's like catalog. And Wack was like, you know, he got to get to the money. You know, he really like, he hadn't even reached any heights yet, basically, is what he was saying. He was basically saying, like, you know, he basically was on first base. He hadn't even made it off of first base in his music career. So he was saying instead of him buying, like, gold chains and shit, that he should have been more focused on, like, doing like a T Grizzly, like a first day home or whatever, first day out type video or song or whatever. So then they start talking about, like, when the attorney came on there and that Pooh Shiesty, you know, like basically like the snitch type of conversation was coming up. I don't want to say they actually used the words told, but they was talking about the content and people was like, "Oh yeah, I remember y'all ran that." Like, yeah, the attorney said he was going to come back with some information, but he never came back. He never brought it back. I don't know. It might be something there. He said, y'all might, and this is what Wack 100 said. He said, y'all might want to revisit that content. Y'all might want to run that again. He was like, what room is coming up next? And they was like, oh, such and such, like one of the rooms that he run. I don't know if, I want to say it was like, it put me in the mind, the name of it put me in the mind, the Covenant or some shit like that. It put me in the mind of like Captain Tazariot, like some Hebrew Israelite type shit. Anyway, he's like, y'all might want to revisit that. That was days before all of this took place. So even though Wack is saying like, I wasn't even trying to go there with this and that, you know what I mean? I was chilling. Y'all making me do this and that, but I mean, if they would have went back and played the content was basically about if Pooh Shiesty told or not. Like, Man, listen. If you sit back and you really watch this shit, man, it'll make you you can't do nothing but laugh at like some of the ways that people try to like portray like little shit. Like you start seeing like some of this shit is just it's all content, bro. Like it's a setup for future content. Like just think 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, him and Seti Nash and them was running the Young Thug thing. Like one thing we can't say about Wack is there's a constant flow of content and it's all like similar content. Like it's all like this type of shit, like exposer type of content, exposing people. And at some point though, you gotta ask yourself like what's motivating people to want to expose so many different people? Like what's the end goal? Because I mean everybody's being exposed at this point. Like no rock is being left unturned at this point. Like every rapper y'all can think about, at one point or another, the internet has went into like some type of tried to dig up some type of dirt on the individual, even if it ain't true. You know, allegations of cats dealing with minors that may or may not be true. Allegations of people actually that like they're alleging that people told because like paperwork is sealed and you can't see the documents. But I got Pacer. So it's a lot of times I'll be just looking up old cases that I remember people that I know caught, right? And at one time I could see the documentation, right? I could go through. I didn't already went through all the paperwork or whatever. Damn, I need to fix my camera. I done went through all the paperwork or whatever, right? And then I went back a couple years later, and now those documents are sealed. But I done already read them, so I know what's in them. So at some point, some paperwork just gets sealed after so many years because, for one, they are trying to like protect people who may cooperated against that individual. They names is in that paperwork. You feel what I'm saying? It ain't always like because my shit sealed up that they trying to hide what I said. They might be trying to hide the motherfucker that cooperated against me whose name is in this paperwork too. You know what I mean? I done seen it that way too. But like I said, like it's there's no stone left unturned, man. Like if you ain't on that particular side, your ass is getting like we gonna try to find some. Even if it ain't nothing on you, we gonna look and see if it's some dirt on you just in case because we want it. Like for what though? Like what's like I said, like what's the end game? Like we gotta ask ourselves like what's the purpose of all of it? What are we doing? I told my cousin today like if Martin Luther King was alive today, he would have never been the individual that we looked at or the guy that we was taught about or learned about as adolescents. Like some of these like these Malcolm X type of dudes, you know what I mean? Some of those guys, or you know, I mean, we can go even further. The Fred Hamptons, the Huey P. Newtons. You know what I mean? Like back when we really had people to look at that was figures and supposed to be pillars of the community of righteousness and shit, right? Man, those in this era right here, those dudes would have never ever been able to survive. They would have been running all kind of content on Martin Luther King, like, yeah, you sleeping with white women, you doing this, you doing that. Like he would never be the dude that name one righteous individual in our community. And I'm talking to the black ruler gang, the black side of the ruler gang. You know what I mean? Like name one black individual that other black people haven't got on the internet and tried to tear down. Like I can't really name none, bruh. Like even the actors, like they just, I mean, anybody you can go at, you going at them. Like the shit crazy, man. Like I don't know how we got here, man, but I don't see no end in sight because now exposing people, talking about people's business, putting people's business out in the public for everybody to judge them and choose a side is like $1 billion industry at this particular point. So like even the algorithm is going to push you to be able to like, okay, this is what this channel is about. It's about outing people, outing celebrities and shit. Bam. We giving you 1 million subscribers. You going up. You going up. You get on this motherfucker and you talk about like some like righteousness, some real shit, man. Ain't nobody gonna be watching that shit. For one, they ain't even gonna push it to the people that want to watch that. Even the people that don't want to watch the drama end up getting the drama in their algorithm and in their timeline and on their homepage and shit. Hey, I'm telling you, like, I don't know what we gonna do, man. This shit crazy, man.
To
Let me
what I'm
fix my
going to
camera.
play when I do play it. Your attorney did this, bro. I never said it. I said the exposers is saying
All
they
right, there we
found
go.
some documents that may be alluding to the fact that Pooh Shiesty told. Now, have I read the documents in the last couple of days? Yes, I have. Just on No Jumper yesterday, which will be out Sunday, 12 noon, I tried to create like a cushion for Pooh. Y'all see it. But today, Friday, Mr. Bradford Cohen,
He said he tried to. I told y'all what I heard him say over there on Clubhouse days before he even got on academics. Let me see. Let me see. I gotta read some of this shit. Shaking my head, pulling a race card. Wow. CS2 has been caught trying to convince people in the past that certain people snitched and they didn't even snitch. He'll lie as long as you back black, and if you piss him off, he gonna call you a rat. Damn, because I know people. And then it's another thing. People was asking about what's up with the. Is his name? What's the dude's name from Chicago? Is it Zay Osama or whatever? They was asking about his paperwork. Like, did Wack ever say, or find anything on him telling? Somebody said because they hiding something, so he tried to so-called expose people. Dope Action Big Fact said, I think it's deeper than just exposing people. I don't know, just my opinion. Everybody got haters. All right, yeah, let's keep going.
you have forced me to defend my name, right? I know if you're the guy that helped a few people get their pardon, Kodak Black, Lil Wayne. You've done some good, and I'm pretty sure you did good by yourself. But brother, you need to learn how to just be an attorney and shut that up sometime. Because what you did, you just gave the exposers, especially Ghost, all the ammunition he needs. So Ghost,
Yo,
let you tell us what documents you came across. And again, if you go back on the 100 Show YouTube channel, the Pooh Shiesty thing we ran about 11 months ago for 2 hours, I asked the attorney for this document, and he gave me his word he would send it and never sent it. And I never pursued it. I don't know why Ghost woke up. Maybe he felt like, wait a minute, we never got what we were supposed to get, and maybe he went and looked for it. I don't know. If I would have sent them after it, we would have had it 11 months ago. But Mr. Bradford Cohen, listen, brother, I'm not clout chasing. You over here in the urban jungle clout chasing. You called me out my name. I'm not going to even call you out your name because it would be unprofessional, right? Ghost,
yo.
what did you ultimately end up finding and sending in the other day when it came to Pooh Shiesty that led you to saying Pooh Shiesty violated and he told? What was it?
Okay, so initially, right, like I was just because the other day, we went back over that interview that we did with his attorney, right? So as I'm listening, I'm like, man, this attorney trying to spin Wack. Wack is the #1 spinner in the world. He don't let people spin him, bro. And I'm listening, and I'm like, okay, you giving this dude some leeway because you done asked him about 5-6 times, where's the paperwork? Send me matter of fact, you even gave him an out. You told him just send me the case number. He never did none of that, right? So I started looking back, trying to go back to my text message, and I found all 3 of their plea agreements and proffer agreements, right? And when I'm looking at it, I'm noticing what we was thinking at first was that Pooh Shiesty might have told on one of those co-defendants. But as I'm reading the proffer, I'm reading all of them got the same proffer, and then I come across where it say all 3 of them said that they was going to a meeting to buy drugs, basically admitting the dudes they was going to was drug traffickers, bro. So I said, hold up, we was looking in the wrong spot. We needed to be looking at Pooh Shiesty, them telling on the victims, because that's who they told on. Victim number 1 and number 2. Now,
see, originally the angle was 2 people took a deal, which forced somebody, Bobby somebody, into taking the deal 2 weeks later, and I believe he might have got the most time. So you guys was like, because you played out to something that his name was in, that forced him. This was the angle back then.
Right, correct.
You hadn't even got to the victims, but this was the document we was looking for, and he never sent it, right?
Exactly.
So go ahead.
So when I came across that and I noticed, I said, hold up, I seen it in Pooh Shiesty's proffer. Then I went to Bobby Brown. I seen it in his proffer. Then I went to Jaden LaRosa and seen it in his proffer. I say, no, bro, we looking in the wrong spot, bro. We thinking that that Pooh Shiesty done told on one of them, when in fact they done came together. Now you know their name is Chopper Gang. Now their new name is Proffer Gang. They the Proffer Gang. That's what they is, bro. Dig what I'm saying? Because all three of them took profits, bro.
Hold on, Ghost, because I'm trying to stick to the facts. So,
oh my God, man. I really want to know like what's in the proffer. Like I want to know like show us the paperwork. I don't know like if y'all got the paperwork, just let us see what it say. Let us read it. You know what I mean? Like let's go from there. Let me see.
Because a lot of these movements I don't be knowing about. So you saying Pooh Shiesty's little music movement was Chopper Gang.
Right. Now it's Proffer Gang.
And you saying now they called the Proffer Gang.
Correct, because all three of those co-defendants took the same proffer and they told on the 2 victims. And like you just said earlier, Bradford Cohen, now he done brought something else out that we had no idea about.
Bradford, why did you do, Pooh? You should really call, Bradford should give you some of your money back. Once again, Pooh, you know me and you said face to face. We talked. It was cool. I know your pops, Gucci's love. I respect Gucci. But your attorney, Pooh, he violated me. He lied on me. If you go listen to the 2-hour thing, I was in your favor. I knew the attorney was hiding something because when I asked him for it, you know, his first response was, well, all 3 of them signed the same proffer, because at the time they were insinuating you and one of the other guys possibly took a plea that forced the 3rd guy 2 weeks later into taking a plea, although he didn't want to cop to something. This is what their narrative was. But now, your guy Bradford, old Bradford Cohen, he took it upon himself to expose you himself again. Let's go over this. The rules of life, the rules of the streets, the rules as a Catholic, the rules as a Christian, the rules as a Muslim, they tend to change. I ain't started this. I was just one of the dudes that had to abide by it. I'm going to let you hear with Pooh Shiesty's attorney. This is his attorney. This was he said. He put this up on social media. Why? I have no idea. Well, let's go ahead on and take.
So, B. Gaddafi, you asked, didn't they go to buy sneakers from the dude? Yeah, it was sneakers and weed involved, though. So it was gas, like some Za was involved in it as well, though. And, I mean, for the most part, I think that from what I can recall is they was trying to, lightweight overcharge Pooh Shiesty and them. And Pooh Shiesty and them was like, man, like, you trying to play me type shit. And they just took the shit. Like, one of the dudes got the clap, though, or whatever. Now, I'm going to be all the way honest and real with y'all, right? A proffer never sounds good. That's all the way real. Like a proffer, somebody proffering, that shit don't never sound good when we talking about like if somebody told or not, because a proffer is basically the individual making an agreement with the prosecutors, like of the case. Like they basically telling the prosecutors information that the prosecutors could like possibly use against somebody else. Like it's helpful information. You're not doing a proffer and just getting like, say for instance, if I go to take it to the box and I blow trial, I'm not proffering. The only time you proffering is when you making a plea deal. So I mean, sometimes in the feds, you know what I mean, you admit guilt type shit. You know what I mean, you gotta get up there and and admit your guilt. But sometimes they want you to debrief and proffer and all that. Like when you hear them words like that, debrief and proffer, that shit ain't never good though. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. What's going on with your flower bloom? But let's keep going, man.
Listen.
Moron. Wack 100. I can see where he gets his name because he is whack. The allegation that Pooh gave up information in his case is so idiotic, even when he's reading it.
The allegation that Pooh gave up information on his case is idiotic. I didn't say it. He said it. Keep listening.
Academics is saying what a moron he is. It is next level how stupid he is. Now, if we're saying he's just doing it for clout, if we're saying he's just doing it for views, I would think, okay.
I'm doing it for clout. I'm doing it for views when I'm dancing around with my team, the exposers are presenting me. But yet we got a white.
Right. Okay, so B. Gaddafi, you said proffer is a part of a plea deal. Everybody proffer if they don't go to trial. And we talking about feds, right? So what I'm saying is though, like, just think about it when you hear it though. Let's just take out the possibility that you might proffer, but it might not go against somebody, because proffering is proffering. Like, it is what it is. When we hear it, it don't never sound good to like somebody else from the streets when like you proffer. Like, well, what the hell did you say in that proffer to the people? Because like I said, this is information you giving to them people. Now, they might be information just about you. Like, yeah, the entire time that I was in the streets from, during the investigation, yes, I admit that I was in the streets and I sold like 10 kilos a week. And yes, I did do that. The things that you guys said about me was true. You might go in there and admit guilt, just shit like that. You might not necessarily be in there telling on nobody else, though. I get that. But I want to know what Pooh Shiesty's proffer said.
Dude, he looked like he about 67 talking about Wack 100. Well, I don't feel like I made it, Brad Cohen, because you said that.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. What's up, Walt that Walt?
We're going to rewind, because I want y'all to hear what the intelligent dude that's calling me stupid is about to do to his own client. Let's rewind this.
Excuse. But it really isn't. I really do think he's very stupid. So, long story short is, Pooh Shiesty, Lontrell Williams gave up no one. Absolutely no one. We never cooperated with the government whatsoever. The paper...
Lontrell Williams never gave up no one. He never cooperated with the government ever. Pay attention.
I gotta turn that standby shit.
He's reading is that our defense was that we blamed the alleged victims, that the victims were trying to hold up and rob Pooh and his crew. And
Brad, you can't do that.
So let's think about this, y'all. This took place in Florida, right? We all know the rules down in Florida as far as stand your ground. Like, that's one of the original stand your ground states. But like, again, and we back on this, and y'all, we talked about this earlier. Nobody is talking about his diapers. Y'all crazy in the chat. At the end of the day, though, we gotta be real about this. If the people who got shot went to the police and told them, Hey, they robbed me and they shot me. And my lawyer says, you know what? We can't get away from the shooting and pulling the gun part because it's all on camera. So to get you out of this, our story is going to be that you pulled out your gun because the people you went to go meet to buy these shoes and to buy this weed from ended up trying to rob you. So in self-defense, you pulled your gun out and you shot them. The motherfuckers that was the victims, the prosecutors ain't believing that shit. They're not about to prosecute them for that. That's just for me to tell the, you know what I mean? That's just for me to fight this case. If we take it to trial, that's going to be our defense. And maybe like, well, the feds is looking at it like, you know what? We ain't going to take this to trial because it's a possibility we're going to lose it. So let's see if we can cut a deal. Let's give him 5 years and then let him come home in 3 years after he do some programs. That's what the hell happened. Like, we're going to call Pooh Shiesty a rat for this shit. Hey, listen, stay out the streets. Hey, y'all, don't even get in the streets. Like, for old niggas like me, we out the way. I don't give a damn who telling one way or another. This is just content for me. But for those of y'all that's, like, thinking about getting in the streets sometime in the future or, like, you thinking about getting out, yeah, get out. And if you're thinking about getting in the streets, don't even get in the streets. This shit retarded. It don't make no sense.
It's more, y'all. Now, remember, I'm stupid, though.
I'm 46 years old. Ain't no way in hell I'm going to be telling somebody, like, if they can get out of jail by, like, listen, hey, I shot dude, man, and we robbed him for real. But my lawyer is saying, you know, say somebody called, say a young boy called me 24, 20, well, he would have been like 22 when he caught this case or whatever, or younger, because he's 25 now, so he might have been 21. He got a whole record. He got a whole record deal and, or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, his whole career is in front of him, right? Why would I tell that young man to not go along with his attorney and tell his damn attorney that listen, fuck it. Hey, your attorney said that he gonna do what? He gonna tell them that y'all didn't really, they was trying to rob y'all and that's why y'all pulled y'all's guns out and shot him? Shit, run with it. Who gonna go against that? What person in their right mind is gonna tell somebody, "Oh, you snitching for that?" Man, come on, man. This shit is weird as hell.
Pooh, look, I ain't do it. This your man's, right? I was prancing around it. I got a call this morning from 2 dudes from Chicago saying, "Wack, you selected politic and we see you dancing." You just said it. Look, listen, we're gonna run this back.
This bad work.
We're gonna run this back.
All right, let's talk moron. Wack 100. I can see where he gets his name because he is whack.
Hey, and if you ain't hit the like button yet, man, make sure y'all hit that like button. We hovering around like 30 some people watching. If y'all hit the like button a little more, we might be able to get a couple more people up in here, man. Hit that like button, y'all.
The allegation that Pooh gave up information in his case is so idiotic. Even when he's reading it, DJ Academics is saying what a moron he is. It is next level how stupid he is. Now, if we're saying he's just doing it for clout, if we're saying he's just doing it for views, I would think, okay, that's an excuse. But it really isn't. I really do think he's very stupid. So, long story short is, Pooh Shiesty, Lontrell Williams gave up no one. Absolutely no one. We never cooperated with the government whatsoever. The paperwork that he's reading is that our defense was that we blamed the alleged victims, that the victims were trying to hold up and rob Pooh and his crew, and that's why the guns came out. The victim.
So the attorney said that our defense. He didn't say that Pooh Shiesty wrote a statement. He didn't say that Pooh Shiesty got on the stand and said this and that and the third. He said that our defense, what the lawyers went in there and said, not Pooh Shiesty. His attorneys went in there and said on his behalf, though, like, hey, listen, our client showed up. Some individuals, you know, they thought they was going to buy weed. The individuals turned around and pulled guns on them. When you can clearly see that that's not what happened in the video, you clearly see that even though the dude had a strap on him, that didn't happen. Pooh Shiesty and them had one up on him. Like, I don't know if y'all seen the video or not. I got it on this channel. They just pulled out and blammed them. But the attorneys went in there and said, man, listen. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Listen. I'm going to get the hell up out of here, man. Nah, I think because they're not going to show no paperwork or nothing like that, man. So, I'm going to get up out of here, man. I appreciate y'all for tapping into this live stream. I'm going to be live again, though, man. Y'all already know what's going on, man. Get in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Subscribe to the channel, like the channel, all that shit.